Welcome to lecture 83. The, this lecture is regarding the Ramses II, how he controlled his people and how economically he was exploiting them. So there are all these details in this lecture, what Pharaoh was doing and then how Quranic foundation stopped it. Musa, he was sent, Musa was sent over there. So all these things we will discuss in this lecture. So there are 750 US military bases in at least 80 countries. Though Al Jazeera says the numbers may be even higher, as not all data is published by the Pentagon. So go back to the history. Pharaoh was doing the same thing. I brought all these verses to put light what Pharaoh was doing and what today's democracy is doing. Even today democracy is worse than the Pharaoh system. Because in this democracy they are Republican, they are Democrat and they are senators. So they are all oligarchs. They are all, destroying the America. They are not sincere with the people of Americans. And this democracy is an international business for them. However, this was a situation same. He was exploiting the people by all means. So then Allah or Churcher or the boss of the Quranic Federation or chief of the highly moral Quranic Foundation invited Musa. They asked him to come, have a meeting with us. Allah will not come. According to Quran, Allah is that lawgivers. Not this Allah, what we are worshipping Allah and praying 5 times for Allah. This is not. They fabricated it. So they invited Moses to make arrangement to get compensation of damages or bloodshed, blood or the homicide or bloodshed carried out by the Pharaoh and his elites. So this was the situation, like democratic or republican or western democracy, they are or in Pakistan or in Saudi Arabia, they're all making the bloodshed. Bloodshed means economically they are causing homicide. That is more dangerous than the killing the people, because if you make the people economically slave, it's a worse. It's a neither life nor death. Then generation after generation in that, slavery. So in 79:6, إذا ناداه ربه بالواد المقدس طوى. And when the sustainer invited him to Musa to make the planning or chalk out the strategy, this is Nadahu Rabbehu, foundation, boss, chief, president of the Quranic Federation, to take blood wit. This word Bilwadi, the Quran has used for blood wit, because if someone damaged you economically or physically or killed your people or wounded you, so there must be compensation for that. That homicide or bloodshed and destroy dynasty of Pharaoh. This is Bilwad. So what dynasty of Pharaoh? Just like Republicans and Democrats, they are making the money all over the world. They're the people who are deciding to send the bombs to weapons to Palestine or weapon to Ukraine because they're making money. They don't care about the poor people. So to clear the society from everything which is derogatory or muqaddas, they are saying muqaddas, which is not respectable, and to roll up cruel dynastical framework of the country. So this was the discussion with the Moses that you should go over there and we want to roll up this all barbaric system. So who will roll up the barbaric cruel system of USA or Saudi Arabia or Pakistan or European Union? They're all, looting the poor country. So what was given order to him? Go to Pharaoh or Ramses because he had exceeded all the limits of the transgression. 79:7. We ordered Musa move on to the tyrannical dynastical framework of Pharaoh. This democracy is also dynasty. People are sitting after 4 years, 4 years. We have dynasty in Saudi Arabia, UAE. So the Quran advised him, go over there. Indeed, he had caused the chaos and disorder by surpassing the economy of the weak community. Look in American, what is the situation? People are poor, roads are not okay, streets are dirty, no jobs. Same in now UK, France. This hell is coming now because of their wrong policies. So the Pharaoh, who is one of the most extravagant and immoderate, they told, like our president, any country, they are spending a lot of money for their security, for their expenditures. All these political leader or religious leader or ruler, they are all millionaire, billionaire. They have control all these resources, nature resources of wealth. So this is the reason Quran informed Moses that he has become most extravagant and immoderate, spending a lot of money, wasting money. من فرعون إنه كان عليا من المسرفين صرف. Give me the change. From the oligarchy of Pharaoh, indeed he was one of the extravagants or immoderate, and from those who sucked or devoured all the means of sustenance of the society. Innahu kana alayyin min musarrifin. They are wasting, they are using, they are gathering, amassing the wealth and then they are wasting it. So this was the situation. So you can compare what Pharaoh was doing, like USA policy, to make military bases all over the world to control and to exploit natural resources of the poor nation. Ramses or Pharaoh also used the military force to make people economically slave. 89:10. Same thing he was doing. But he was better than that. Because my research shows that he was much better than Saudi government or American democracy or or European democracy, or Pakistani democracy, or Indian democracy. So what they inform? وَفِرْعَوْنَ ذِي الْأَوْتَادِ, and Pharaoh, possessor of the power, who victimized the people by using the army or al-Autad, just like the American 750 military bases all over the world. Same thing he was doing. If they are protecting the democracy by these 850 bases, army bases, plus they are using UN circus. What happened now in Gaza and Palestine? So they were supplying the weapon, they were protecting Israeli government in the UN, they were sending the bombs. So everything they were doing. So this was the problem. Then in verse 38:12, the Quran gives the philosophy of history that what had not been hit only with Pharaoh, but before that, the nation of Noah and Ad, they were also doing the same thing. It's a wonderful information. Pharaoh, Zilotad, they were saying the same. What is Autad? It signifies a wooden peg or stake was or become fixed or firm and fast in the earth, and fast because of the mountain, like a mountain. So they put the wooden peg in their territory to stop their movement. They make them slave. So this is Quran saying not only Pharaoh was doing, nation of Noah, nation of Ad, they were also doing it. So what happened? Be like before the people of Noah and Ad. They also, that is the reason Noah was sent over there. That is the reason Ad was. It is not a Noah came 6,000 years before. No, it's a one continuous, Quranic Federation. These are the representative or governor. They were assigned this mission. And the Quran introduced first leader of the Quranic Federation, And Prince Huron, possessor of firmness and fast in authority, like wooden peg or stake fixed and stable in its place, are like a firmness of mountain. They were so strong. If you see American democracy, air bases, military bases is one thing, then they have CIA, then they use petrodollar, then they use the sanction, then the most secret weapon they have is the human rights. And then they have the bank. Look, situation is more horrible as compared to Noah or Ad or Pharaoh. So this is the situation Quran explains. Then in verse 43 or 6, the Quran explained that when the cruelty and barbarism of Pharaoh exceeded from the prescribed limits, then we sent revolutionary Moses towards him to hold his cruelty. Hold the bar now. وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا مُوسَى بِآيَاتِنَا إِلَى فِرْعَوْنَ وَمِلَائِهِ فَقَالَ إِنِّي رَسُولُ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Even he introduced himself, certainly. Quranic Federation says, certainly. We sent Moses with our verses towards Pharaoh. Arsalna Musa be'ayatna ila Fir'auna. And his notable elites, look, the Congress members, they're all elites. Central member. Haman, highest priest, Grand Mufti of the Pharaoh's Ministry of Religious Affairs. Same. American president, when he took oath or take the oath, so both Protestant and Catholic priests were there. They are supporting them. So one big support for the democracy from religious. Then Karun, one of the richest men in Pharaoh Ministry of Finance and other princes. Now in America you have 5-6 richest person. So they are the symbol of capitalism, bad capitalism. If these people, they give the money to the poor people, poor country, it is a good capitalism because they will help the people. So democracy is also supported by all this bad capitalism. So Pharaoh was also supported by the Quran. So military, religious, and capitalism, they are supporting the democracy. Never ever can be prosperity in USA or Western country now. Now they put the restriction. All other nations, where is the free competition? Where is the capitalism now? They were believing, we believe in free competition. What these corporations are doing? They are competing themselves, but no a common person can come. One of the richest person, he said, Moses said, I am the messenger or representative, Inni Rasul, of my federation, which is a foundation of highly moral, knowledgeable principle. Rabbul Alameen does not mean the owner of all the world, no. Alameen, highly moral foundation, knowledgeable laws of the Quran. And this democracy or Saudi Arabia, dynasty or other form, they are highly immoral. Highly immoral society. Look, this is why it's a immoral, because look, on pornography, they are making billions of dollars. And the advertisement, sex advertisement has become the industry, it's a highly immoral. Grooming of the child, highly immoral. Kidnapping of the people or child, highly another. All these corporations, they are highly immoral. They don't care about the people. So that is the meaning of Rabbul Alameen. Highly moral foundation based on the Quranic laws, knowledgeable laws. Whereas compared to now all the system, they are highly immoral. So Moses introduced himself. Then his representative, Wakarun, Wafarun, Aman. These are the three oligarchies. Karun, this is capital oligarchy, Pharaoh, dynasty oligarchy, Aman, religious oligarchy. So they are together. Now, when three forces are together, they excuse the people. They suck their blood. This was Pharaoh was doing. That is why the Musa sent over there. Now we don't have any Musa now. وَلَقَدْ جَاءَ مُوسَى بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ فَاسْتَكْبَرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَمَا كَانُوا سَابِقِينَ. And Quran and the Qarun, symbol of capitalism or capitalist oligarchy, Pharaoh, representative of the reality system or monarchy oligarchy, and Haman, the representative of the priesthood or religious oligarchy. There are three cruel type of oligarchy. Surely Musa came to them with clear instruction. He told them, I have come here to stop it. But what they said? But they were arrogant in the society. All our religious leaders, all our rich people, all our member of the democracy, whether Republican, whether other party, they are all arrogant. First, takbaru fil ard. Fil ard doesn't mean let's say society. They don't listen to you. And they could not overpower us. They told them, you cannot control us. We are beyond your control. Whatever you want to do. So they become arrogant. And then Quranic Federation asked Musa to implement the Quranic Federation economy program to free the people from the economy side. From Quranic Federation order start implementing our economy. The main thing is the economy, Start the economy system of the Quran implementing. We will see them. Hence, ask him, would you like to have economic and social development program for the growth of economy? This is the problem. I want to start it. Do you agree with me? Then 79:19. وَهَدَاكَ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَتَخْشَىٰ. And he further said to them, and I will guide you how to implement, how to utilize your resource. I will give you guidance because now you are taking everything your home and the people in the poverty. Regarding the economic and social development of your sustainer, what is our law? What is our noble foundation as the rules for economic and social development? I will guide you just to agree with me so that you should worry from the destruction or damages that will happen in the future because of your wrong decision. Now, what happened in America? Same thing happened. What happened in France, England? It's a burning hell now. Neither is a life nor is a death. Every country now. So this is fatakhsha. Worry. The good leader doing that. Then 79:20. فَأَرَاهُ الْآيَاتُ الْكُبْرَى. Then he showed him the great convincing evidence and honorable verses of the Quranic, of the Quran. So in the support of his claim that I will establish economy system, social economy system, and he gave the Quranic honorable verses in the support of that. All Quranic verses are noble. I could not find even single negative virtue. I'm a, I'm a, I'm a criticizer of the Quran. I don't accept anything without thinking. If you believe anything without thinking, it's a chaos. If you want to believe, just start thinking. If you don't think, then you are causing destruction, chaos in the society. So this is Musa is saying to them, listen to me. Now what destruction now has come in USA or European country or in Canada, it will not under their control now. Because the fundamental rules are based on the wrong values, not on the moral values. وَكَذَّبَا وَأَصَّى. Musa tried to convince them, but what happened? So he ignored and remained rebellious. Pharaoh said, I don't want it. I will not implement it. Ignored, insulted, وَكَذَّبَا, rejected, asa, rebellious, revolt. We will not accept. Whatever Quranic Federation and said, we will not take it. Finished. Then, Summa Adbara Yasa. He turned his back again and again. Musa convinced him again and again, request him, and he again and again turned back and started planning against this program. Yasa, what he want to try to establish, what he was struggling, what he was doing to establish the economic system, he turned against him. Repeatedly Musa told him that I am doing a reforming job. Finally, Summa Adbara Yasa. He turned his back again and again and started planning against this program. Then, not only this, 79:23, Fahashara Fanada. Then called the meeting of the ministers, Republican and Democratic. He called their meeting. They said, look, if now you change the economic system in America, the distribution of the wealth, not in America, in Saudi Arabia, in UAE, in Pakistan, in everywhere, then this world become a paradise. Instead of listening to me, he called them meeting of his minister for planning or for strategy against Musa. Fanada, planning. Fahashara, gather, make announcement. And then he said to Musa, 79:24, Fakala, Ana Rabbuka. Then make announcement, Fakala, that I am your supreme authority or cherisher. Means, I will control all the economic problem. Look, the Quran has used it as Rabbukum. Muslims are saying Rabbukum in the sky, Rabb living up, or Allah. Look, he is saying I am Rabbukum. That is the reason I am making the translation, the Rabbukum does not mean the God, your Islamic God, or any other God. The Quran gives the Allah definition, or Rabbukum the definition means that person who is giving the laws, nourishment law. So now here, if we go with their definition, then here Pharaoh is a Rabb. Because he said, I'm feeding these people, I'm the Rabb. Rabbukum, Allakum, they are the two faces of the same coin, lawgiver and nourishment giver. So he said, no, I will not accept it. I will not accept your Rabbukum, your foundation, your federation. I am the Allah. I am the highest level. You know, you call Allah Ta'ala, same thing. Or Maulana Madudi Allah, or Ali Maula, yes, same Ali. So he refused. Then what happened? Fakhaza, fa mean after some time. Maybe 1 year, maybe 2 months, maybe 3. Fakhaza Allah, the lawgiver, hold them. They did not listen. Hence Allah's law apprehended him. Fakhaza Allah. Whatever happened, in another lecture, I'll give all the details what happened over there. There are 10, 15 lectures about this. Because the Western media, they never talk about Moses. He was the great leader. And the Jewish community say he was Jew. Look, what Jews are doing, what he was doing. They are amassing the wealth. And Moses was against them. So they are going against the education of the Moses. Even he was not a Jew. Wahazallah. Sternly from repeating the offenses with a very heavy hand. Repeating again, again, try. In the future, for the future. After 2 months, after 3 months. Ukhra does not mean Yom Kiyama or time of resurrection, no. Ukhra means next. There's a queue, one person, then another. So they tried again and again, and as well as restore or revert him to the place of return or to his original position. We try our best to bring the economy, revert the economy, social order, justice, back to the pivotal position, back to the ula, original position. We finished. We caught him. We try our best. He did not listen. And then Quran says, Inna fi zalika la ibratan laman yakhsha. Indeed, in this episode, there is a lesson, al-ibra, for those who worry from the destruction or damage that will happen in the future because of their wrong decision. If the Western country come back, Pakistan come back, all the humanity come back and implement the justice-based economy system, there will be prosperity on this beautiful planet. So the Quran says, we caught them, and this is an ibra for those who worry from the destruction or damages that will happen in the future because of their wrong. So Quran bother about the future. Every good leader, he thinks about his nation, about his family, for the future. This was the purpose of the Quranic Federation, that their future should be safe. Now our future is not safe because the sources of wealth in the hand of few people, and they're all criminal. They don't care about your religion, about your nationality. What happened now? Ukraine, 1 million people died, and now they are living in -25. Who cared about them? Same with Palestine. And they're so ignorant, Palestinians. They're celebrating the ceasefire. After 6 months, I saw that agreement. After 6 weeks or 6 months, they can also break it. Start the same genocide. Because this government damage do the unparalleled damage to the Holocaust. What happened with them? Now what people will think? Whatever they were saying about the Holocaust, this was all a hoax. It was all fairy tales. This government did the unparalleled damage to the cause of the Holocaust. Then 79, Antum ashaddul khalaqaha am ala sama banaha. And them, ask them, Are the mayors U-shaped or more sound or firm? When they control them by the mayors, then Quran questioned them, asked them, whatever they were thinking, amassing the wealth, making the people slave. Now your mayors are stronger or our? Or our? He architected the framework. The, the boss of the Quranic Federation, he make all this planning. He is the architect of the framework of the lofty Quranic mayors. He overpowered the Pharaonic dynasty with the implementation of the Quranic Mayya al-Sama, lofty laws, banana, structure, building, frame, architecture. So this happened. So in the next lecture, I will explain what happened. Did they drown in the sea? There are so many fairy tales. So we are discussing all these things step by step. Because the first time I'm giving the entire word what Musa did. He was not a Jew. He's Arabic. His name is Arabic. He has the roots, Arabic roots. Nothing to do with the Jewish language, Hebrew. So thank you very much.